Assalamualaikum, brothers and sisters. It's been a while. I've been off the charts, off the internet, just a bit quiet for a bit, but I'm back now. So I thought, what better way to start me returning to YouTube than a quick, I don't know, intro and update of things of what's been going on. Recently moved away from Adelaide to New South Wales, back to my hometown. As you can see, I've decided to grow a beard and shave the sides of my head and go for a bit of a Viking aesthetic or look, should you say, which I think I rock quite well. I finally got my Skyline back from the workshop, which is still incomplete and unfinished, with more issues than it went in there with, but it's also got other things as well, but we'll get to that at a later stage. I've also bought a GR Yaris because I'm a CEO of wasting money on cars and making financially poor decisions. So yeah, we'll start with the Yaris. I think that's close in the Skyline, and then we'll go from there. So this is the old GR Yaris. They're pretty good for what they are. Like 3-cylinder, turbo, all-wheel drive, 200 kilowatts at the flywheel. They make 152 at all four, so it's not bad. May or may not have dragged a few other cars and it's held up pretty well against it, but it's stock at the moment. It's my daily, put like heaps of kilometers on it. I think it's got 20,000 on it now. But I want to put, just small tasteful things to make it sound better, go better, just small tasteful things. So therefore, if I do sell it down the track, it's still, not over the top like what I've done with the Skyline. Right, moving to the Skyline. So, we're at the Skyline. This is where she lives. Hopefully not permanently, because, well, I want to drive it and use it. Oh, hang on, let me put the bonnet. So here she is, the heart of the beast. Basically, at the workshop, it went in there for spun bearings and, well, yeah, just spun bearings, and it was leaking heaps of oil. So essentially, before there was a catch can down there, and something was done wrong when they built the engine. They made the ring gaps too wide, so there's all this blow by that pushed the oil out of the sump, through the catch can, out the breather, and all over the intake. So obviously the turbo sucked in oil, and all over the front brakes. So when you're booting it down the bend straight, the 200 plus Ks, and your brakes don't work, it's fucking sick. Obviously with no oil, spun the bearings and actually cracked rings as well. So then while I was there, it was there to fix that, an aftermarket ECU, just because they can put in, as some of you would know, like more safety precautions. So if it, overheats or oil pressure drops or anything, they just cuts the engine to obviously save the engine. And while I was there, they suggested, because RBs have like tremendous oil problems, so I went dry sumped as well. They did that, and then like, with aftermarket ECU and dry sump, obviously you can rev it higher. Probably worth getting a bigger turbo, because my turbo I had was a 3076 on a 3 litre, which is small, very responsive, but it topped out. Running a 3582 now. They're like, oh well, with this aftermarket ECU, you can do A, B, C, D. It's probably worth, put in some nitrous. Like you have the option to. So I was like, why not? And plus, who doesn't want nitrous?
I need NOS.
On a rear-wheel drive car that was already making 420 before, like you just put your foot flat and you fishtail everywhere. So I decided to convert it to all-wheel drive. So that was a big project. I got some photos of it, which I'll put up. Got some footage as well, because I'm actually working on a video of this entire thing being built. But yeah, so it was quite a long process. The car was in the workshop for about over 480 days. And yes, the nitrous was done, all the hardware, but not the wiring. The all-wheel drive was done and is operational, but you can't turn it on and off. None of the gauges work. Actually, no, sorry. The only gauges that work are the boost gauge and the fuel gauge, the essentials. Tacho, speedo, temperature gauges, pressure gauges don't work. One thing too, before I forget, is a huge shout out to Dylan Kinder from Street to Screen Media. A lot of the cinematic footage that is in this video of things was done by him, and he helped me out a lot through this whole process of trying to get the car done and out of the workshop and up here. So huge shout out to him. He's a fucking legend. As you can see, the car itself is no longer red. Well, it's partially red. That's on me. Like, I decided to go carbon boot, bonnet and doors, and they will be all painted red, the same color as the car. Yeah, there's no door trims. They're again posted up. What else? So I'll show you a clip, and in that clip, you'll see there's like a silver bit in the dash where the head unit used to go. I've got to get that redone. I mean, I don't have to redo it. It's just more to make it look nicer. And again, like, you go into a workshop with a car like this and you want things to be done properly. Like, I've spent too much money on this car. So like, it's just small things. Yeah, so I'll put up a list of what has been done to the car and what needs to be done. Obviously what's done to the car, like when it was last in the workshop, not overall, otherwise we'll be here forever. If you know any good workshops in Sydney that deal with these kind of cars or this kind of stuff, comment below. Message me on Instagram at thejonesyexpress or on Facebook, because I want to find a good, reliable workshop who knows what the fuck they're doing and can stick to deadlines, timelines, and do a good job. Basically, I want to go for 500 kilowatts at all four, without matches. Yeah, safely, of course, because I don't want to break anything else. Anyway, I'll stop rambling on. It's hot in here, I'm sweating, and drinking coffee is probably not the best thing to be drinking on this billion-degree summer day. So yeah, have a good day, night, afternoon, wherever you're watching, and I'll see you again soon.